Let's Be Just Friends. Just Friends Series Book 1. Written by Camilla Isley. Read by Susan Marlowe. 1. Rose. Something woke Rose with a start. She tried to pinpoint the source of the noise, but it stopped before she could. A quick peek at the alarm clock sitting in silence on her bedside table told Rose it was only 9 a.m. Good. At least 2 more hours to sleep. The noise started again just as Rose was beginning to drift off. Already half awake, she managed to identify the sound clearly this time. It was Tyler's phone ringing in the distance. But where? Not in the adjoining room where Rose assumed he was sleeping. No, the sound seemed to be coming from farther away, somewhere on the lower floor of Tyler's townhouse. Curled under her soft covers, Rose waited for the sound of his quick footsteps down the stairs, but it never came. He must have been fast asleep, in which case she doubted the faint noise of his ringtone would be enough to wake him. Tyler was a heavy sleeper ordinarily, and he'd been out all night, or at least until 3 this morning when she'd gotten in. She guessed he wouldn't wake up until at least noon. Rose waited for the phone to stop ringing so she could go back to sleep. But Tyler's vintage MC Hammer ringtone started playing again almost immediately. Can't touch this. Throwing the blankets away from her, Rose sat up and swung her legs off the side of the bed. What the hell? Who was so eager to talk to Tyler this early on a Saturday morning? Georgiana. The name popped into Rose's mind. She was the only person who'd obsessively binge-call him on a Saturday morning and not get the message people wanted to sleep. Even Tyler's mom would have given up after 2 missed calls. Why was Georgiana so desperate to talk to him? Did they have a huge fight? Did he finally ditch her? No, that would be too good to be true. They probably just had some kind of argument. Rose sat on the edge of her bed, tense, listening. The phone had gone quiet again. She waited to hear if it was going to ring again and began twisting her long brown hair into a side braid. Sure enough, after a few seconds, she heard the same familiar tune. Can't touch this. Irritated, she hopped off her bed, threw open the door, and stepped out onto the landing. Tyler's door was shut. Rose pressed her right ear to the wooden panel.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?